Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from a recording. It is Mr. McNulty here in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and it is Friday, and I'm not there. Unfortunately, I had an unexpected doctor's appointment that I had to go to, and unfortunately, we couldn't get a substitute. So, what I'm going to do here is record some information, talk about what the expectations are for you to do independently during our class time. We're going to get you in, get you the information that you need, and then you are going to think, write about your answer, complete your discussion board, and then you'll get a little reminder here on double checking your completion of some open assignments to make sure that you've got them in and that we're in good shape as we get close here to the end of the quarter. But taking a look here at our discussion board. This week we have introduced Unit 4, talking about the formation of the Egyptian civilization. On Tuesday, we talked about the Nile River and its importance to that development. And then we started to examine the individual elements of the Egyptian civilization, and that primarily had to do with discussions about their religious beliefs. On Wednesday, we examined the different gods and goddesses that the Egyptians had and how they felt about them. And then yesterday, we talked about the pyramids, we talked about mummification, and other features of their beliefs of the afterlife. So what we're going to do then today is kind of put that all together into a discussion board. So discussion board, November 2nd, Egyptian religion. Follow along with me as I read the prompt. Looking at the religious beliefs of a civilization can tell us a lot about the people who lived within it. In class, we have examined the Egyptians' beliefs in different gods and goddesses and the roles those individual gods played, the pyramids as tomb for the royalty of Egypt, and how ancient Egyptians prepared the bodies of the deceased for the afterlife. From those examinations, what might we be able to determine about the ancient Egyptian people in terms of what they thought was important or how they lived day to day? Cite and use evidence from class to explain your position. So what we're essentially doing here is we're looking at those individual elements that we talked about, particularly Wednesday and Thursday, those religious beliefs, those religious customs, and see if maybe we can determine a little bit more about the Egyptians than just the idea alone. So like any good lesson, we have a writing guide to help us think about this. And as usual, we are following our RACE strategy. We want to restate, answer, cite, and explain. And again, this is just a guideline to help us in case maybe we're not sure of how to answer the question. If you have a good strategy that you already use, if once you heard that prompt, you're good to go, excellent. Get rocking and rolling. But for a little bit of guidance, we want to first make sure that we restate. So the question, which is highlighted in bold in the prompt, is what might we be able to determine about the ancient Egyptian people in terms of what they thought was important or how they lived day to day based on their religious beliefs. So a good starting prompt, restating it, could say, based on the religious beliefs of the ancient Egyptians, we can determine, well, what would you determine? We could determine a lot. We can determine important information. How would you describe the information that we might be able to determine? Now, you might not be sure of how to explain that information of what we can determine, but by citing evidence, we're going to be in a better position to make that determination. So we're going to have part of the answer from the restate, but the other important part, as always, in answering the question is citing and explaining our evidence. So, in thinking about how to cite it, we would say something along the lines of one belief the Egyptians held was what? What was one belief they held? What was one custom they did? You can change it to fit kind of the description of what you're talking about. Another belief they held was, or another custom they practiced was. And again, you are allowed to determine which pieces you think are important, especially if those pieces work together to tell you a little bit more about the ancient Egyptians. Now, use information from class to cite about their beliefs. And you're like, Mr. McNulty, it's been a busy week. There was a lot of information. What if I don't remember 100% of everything? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, we have a note sheet. The Unit 4 note sheet part 1 is available in the online class, and as you're going to see, it is attached directly to this discussion board. You are allowed to use note sheets to help for citing information from class, to use it to construct your prompt response. So as you can see, we got the section about the Nile River, what it tells us about it, but the section that's going to be probably more helpful here is the section about the gods, the pyramids, and mummies. So we have the section about gods and goddesses, ancient Egyptians, what they believed. There's also a hyperlink here to that website that we used to examine those 29 main gods and goddesses. So if there was a particular god or goddess that you wanted to use from that examination to talk about, you could click on that and get to that information to use it for your answer. Talking about building for the next life, talking about pyramids, the insides of the pyramids, and the process for mummification and why they did it. Again, this is just a general guideline, as always. General notes from class, but always can be helpful in us constructing our answers and particularly citing information. Now, once we have cited two pieces of evidence and we've kind of restated what we think in terms of what we can determine based on the religious beliefs of the ancient Egyptians, now we want to explain how all of this information works together. We want to connect the evidence you cited from class to explain what it might tell us about the Egyptians, about what the Egyptians thought was important or how they lived. So how does the information that you cited from class, whether it was about the pyramids, about mummification, about a particular god or goddess, or the fact that they believed in many different gods and goddesses, what does that fact tell you about the Egyptians? This is you explaining it here. A good response should have it 4 sentences at a minimum, but it might take you a couple more sentences to fully explain your position. Always make sure that the idea that you're wanting to explain is explained in full, and that the person reading it, in this case me, but maybe anybody that picked it up, would be able to understand what you are saying. So in order to get to the discussion board, we want to log into our World History class page. We want to click on the discussion board module underneath the content button here. Then, down here, discussion boards, click on the DB November 2nd Egyptian Religion discussion board, and then click a new thread after reviewing the resources, the prompt, and the writing guide. Don't forget to use that Unit 4 Part 1 note sheet to cite evidence. And a good helpful reminder that I want to re-emphasize is to reread what you wrote before submitting to check for errors. The first thing to check is, did you answer all parts of the question? The second thing to double check is, did you cite info from class and explain your answer? The third thing to check is, did you capitalize the first word in the sentence and then add punctuation at the end of the sentence? 4, did you see any obvious spelling mistakes? Sometimes small ones slip here and there, and that's understandable, but look for that red underline when you're typing out to indicate a misspelling, and then do a little research, double checking to make sure that the word that you're picking as the correct word is the right word you're trying to use. As always, be thoughtful, take your time, and you will do great. But don't try to rush your answers. Make sure you get all of those parts in. But we've got a lot of support here, especially in using the writing guide, using the note sheet, and making sure that you get it in. And just as a reminder, getting here to the class page, here we are on our World History 2018 7A class page. Under the content section, we see the discussion board model, we see discussion boards, and here it is, DB discussion board, November 2nd, Egyptian religion. If you scroll down, you'll also see another discussion board that is still open. That's our discussion board from October 23rd, the Code of Hammurabi. This is another thing that you could double check to make sure that you have submitted an answer on. And if you haven't, this is another thing to make sure that you complete today. We've got resources here. We've got a prompt. We've got a writing guide to help you answer the question. So that takes me to our final page. And in advance, thank you for working hard independently today. My goal is to always be there with you and help you as much as possible, but I do appreciate the independence and hard work that you guys show on days like this. So your number one thing to do is complete the discussion board November 2nd Egyptian religion discussion board prompt. After you complete that, take a moment and double check other current open assignments. The Unit 3 Part 2 quiz. This quiz will be closing today on Friday, November 2nd. So this is a big one to make sure that you have a grade that is automatically generated after you submitted your answers to make sure that you get credit for answering those 10 questions. As we pointed out, the discussion board from October 23rd, the Code of Hammurabi. History Journal number 6, which is what we were assigned on Monday, talking about what we would rather do: join Hammurabi, join Sargon the Mighty, or join Nebuchadnezzar and the particular things that they were most famous for. Also out in the wild is still the Unit 3 Common Assessment. I will make sure that the link to the Common Assessment is attached to the email, announcements, and class plan that I have going to post to you to make sure that you know what you have to do on Friday. But make sure, if you have not started this, that you review the Unit 3 note sheet complete, which you can find on the class page. If you come back into the class page section, again, we're under content, and then coming down to unit note sheets. Here we see under the Unit 4 note sheet part 1, we have the Unit 3 note sheet complete. And this was all of the information that we talked about throughout Unit 3, and rereading this and reskimming this and making sure that you understand this information before going in to complete that Unit 3 discussion board, unit assessment is going to be super important. But grades are going to be updated. They are in the process of being updated, and we are going to have a check-in day during class on Monday. This means that I'm going to have a pretty up-to-date list on missing assignments and things that people need to work on. For those individuals that have been doing a great job staying up on the assignments and have everything turned in, there's going to be an opportunity for a bonus assignment. For those of you that have missing work, we're going to use that time to get working. I apologize again for the delay in grading. I know I'm a bit behind, and I greatly appreciate the patience all of you have. There will still be time to get some things caught up that we're missing, because I claim responsibility for maybe not everybody understanding where they stood, or not being able to find their grade, or not getting a response on a question. So we're going to keep things a little bit flexible here in these last couple of days here before the end of the first quarter, to make sure everybody is good. But thank you for always being so understanding. I greatly appreciate your flexibility. I greatly appreciate your independence that you demonstrate on working during days like this when unfortunately I can't be there. Good thing we've got a good plan in place. We've got good supports in place. If you have a tremendous difficulty looking at this prompt and are unsure what to do, you will be able to ask questions to me during our live session on Monday. So put a pin in those questions. Maybe write out a rough draft. Remember, anything that you submit to the discussion board post page, you can always go back and edit. So submit your first ideas and then go back and redo them, clean it up, and get to your point once you ask a question or for a little bit of feedback. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure today you work hard to get that main assignment done, and then double checking on those other ones. And then, as always, I hope you have a great weekend. I appreciate the hard work that you guys have been demonstrating week in and week out since we've started the school year. We're getting close to the end of the first quarter, so we can see how we're progressing through the class, getting a little bit of feedback, and I greatly appreciate it, and I know we're going to continue to work hard and make each other better. So thank you again. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday.